Welcome back, everyone, to a very pet adventure, the Cooperative of the Acorn. Last we left our animal friends. They were being descended upon by a series of 9 cloaked figures as they sat camped upon Climate Top. All of you see this happening now. These 9 robed, hooded, cloaked figures descending upon you with sharpened cocktail umbrellas, looking more menacing by the moment, crunching their way up the sides of the hill in all directions. What do the animals do?
Protect the queen!
Oh, that too! Yeah. Oh, yeah, we should probably definitely run, right?
Well, they're coming at you now from all sides. You're surrounded as they approach every angle of the hill.
Rodney has his sword out.
All around the acorn.
I vote for violence.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes
I pull my screwdriver out of my hair.
Yep. Rodney's got his cocktail sword.
And so currently, Chestnut, you are the one with the acorn?
I said I curled around it in a ball. That's silly. I wouldn't do that. I shove it in my mouth and then I
Yeah!
And you're running?
No, I just curl up into a ball and I hope someone's going to be responsible for me.
You are a tiny weapon, so.
Yeah.
Before you know it, they've climbed the hill and surround you now in a great circle of cloaks. Chestnut, you too feel the acorn calling to you, tempting you with promises of cornucopias of snacks that you could claim for yourself should you only open yourself to the acorn's power. You're all very easily tempted, little animals. As Chestnut ponders that little promise of the nut, the lead cloaked figure. The lead cloaked
You
figure.
can say acorn at any time.
Yeah.
I said acorn like
you.
4 times.
You're
and then
choosing
rotated
not
back
to
nut.
say acorn.
The lead cloaked figure approaches. Rodney, Chestnut, you can see their face now as you are the closest one there to the acorn. A pale, corrupted-looking mouse with hollow, sunken eyes hefts a cocktail umbrella stinking of pina colada before you. Roll initiative.
Oh my gosh, it's a 9 rodents.
Oh my god.
Nat 20 for the lizard.
What?
Okay.
What
So we're
stat
looking
is?
for
Dex.
Dex.
Thank you.
Thank
Dex
you.
than that, but I
Thank
rolled a
you.
2.
I rolled a 3, so that makes it a 6 total.
Okay, let's start. We're just going down the list here. 20 through 25. Okay, Rodney.
Quick.
And then 15 through 20. Oh.
18.
19.
Oh, Noodle and Sassafras. And then 10 through 15. Uh-oh. And then 5 through 10. What?
5.
Wait. Oh,
6.
Okay, so Screech got a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your roll?
Natural 1, baby. My dex is a +0. It's just a 1. It's just a 1.
So Screech,
One.
Chestnut, and then Hooga.
I thought I was going to be last.
Oh, bless your heart. Beautiful. Let's
I like
let's
to
roll.
think the reason for that is because Huga just wants to like stay back and watch the violence before joining.
Yeah.
Get
She's
properly
like doing
angry.
tippy taps, like I'm
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
excited.
Oh no, the power wiggles again.
And the
And it's
the power
squeaking.
wiggle. And the nut wraiths rolled an 8, so you'll be getting some hits in before them. Rodney, you are the first up. This wraith is wielding its cocktail umbrella, ready to bring it down upon the bearer of the acorn.
I'm spiky. Fight me.
Rodney will attack with his cocktail sword.
Cocktail versus cocktail. Roll that attack.
Will an 11 hit?
Oh, I'm afraid an 11 might be just shy of the cloaked figure as he parries. Ching! and you feel the combined aromas of the cocktails mingle in the air before you, casting pina colada sparks across the plain.
Oh my goodness. They're great warriors, everyone!
Oh
Do you have any bonus actions? I'm not sure what a lizard's got.
Yeah,
but...
I've got a lizard bonus action. Hold on. Let me look up my bonus action as a lizard.
no! Don't you have fire breath?
I do have,
You have a breath weapon?
I have a breath weapon.
I'll take that as
Can
a
I
bonus
take that as a
action, that's
bonus?
fine. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Breathing's easy.
Some days. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
We start over.
Already?
Oh! That's a 3 to hit with the breath weapon.
You have animal luck dice.
Okay. I will roll 1 animal luck dice. I'll roll again.
Oh,
No,
no.
There's no luck today.
What'd
There's
you
no
roll?
luck today. A 7.
I couldn't even add those together and make them work.
Nope.
Wow. Harsh.
However,
So,
I will say you are able to use the breath, but it won't hit anything. How does it come out, Rodney?
So as we're parrying, I go to open my mouth to use the breath weapon, and I guess the wraith pushes me back, and I wind up just kind of doing like a WWE, like a fucking old school like just as like a more like an all Japan wrestling, if I'm honest.
Sure,
More
sure.
like an all Japan wrestling. I come out and I use this as like an intimidation move in front of all the wraiths.
They
Just like
do actually stagger back a bit and don't seem terribly enthused with the idea of fire.
back feeds. We will protect the queen with all of our lives.
Did you get him?
Not yet, my liege. Soon.
Hey.
Noodle, it comes to you.
Yes. So Noodle is really happy because it seems like Rodney's back and is really excited to have his quest and his mission again. And so I'm going to take advantage of the fire because this is what we've practiced. And I bust through the fire like an arrow. I like adding part 2s to fights because I'm the cleric. So I want to dive bomb forward through the fire at the mouse that was in front, but I'm gonna belly check him. Boof.
You're intentionally catching yourself a little bit on fire
That's okay.
to try and like get the fire to the wraith ahead of you.
No.
Or is that just pure coincidence?
No, that's just me like doing my entrance.
Oh, I see. You're trying to look dramatic.
Yes.
Well, then
This
in
is
that
an
case,
all Japan pro wrestling
Yes.
tag
I
team
do
event.
not think that I have the talent of belly bumping fire into a creature.
hey, you believe in yourself, Noodle.
I can
I
believe in
want-
myself all I want, but
I
my
want 2
crackles
rolls.
sparkle. Yes.
I want an attack roll on the wraith, and I also want a dexterity check as you go through the fire to see how that works out.
Hey, if I catch on fire, double bonus, because then the mouse will.
You really can't lose.
No.
Win-win.
Okay, first up, my dex. How well? How's a 9 sound?
Do you have any animal luck left?
Yeah, I didn't have any. I haven't used any.
It's up to you if you want
so
to
that's
use
a
it.
yes.
It's
I'm gonna
entirely
luck.
up to you.
I'm gonna luck 1 time.
Okay, gonna luck 1.
That's so much better. That's a 21.
Okay, and how about your attack roll?
What exactly would a belly bump be?
String?
Oh, that sounds like strength to me. Although you could also justify dex if you want to.
Thank you. Can I do dex, please, by saying something along the lines of, I did say that I am using my body like an arrow, and that my stomach just happens to be the tip of that arrow.
Oh,
Um,
God.
So it's pretty firm right now, I'd say.
Oh.
Pretty fun.
And so I'm using my body as a bludgeoning weapon. That sounds dexterous.
Yeah.
Diving through fire like a gosh dang circus animal,
Roll it, buddy.
which I have practice in. Oh, I rolled it already. I was just
What's it?
justifying. It's a 13 on the die, and
Okay.
I'd like to not subtract 4 from that. So I'm going to use Dex.
You may not subtract 4.
Thank you.
So you've got a 21 dex check and a 13
Yes.
for the attack. That's right?
No, it is technically a 16.
Oh, I see. Okay, so a 16 because you didn't subtract 4.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
not
I
quite
get
sure
to
how that
add,
works out.
because I get to add 3 for
Oh, you add
Dex.
3. Okay, you know what? We're all caught up. I'm with it. I'm into
That
it.
is really
The
hard.
math
you
checks
guys.
out.
Wow.
math checks out.
That was really complicated for a
So-
weasel stat.
So, first things first, you do successfully hit the Wraith, and you can use the fire to your advantage in doing so as you pummel through it. So tell me what happens there.
Okay, so I dive through the fire and the front of my tummy catches on flames just a little bit, just a singe. And then as soon as I belly bump into the face, it's like getting hit in the face with a flaming like dodgeball. Poof, and then it's all flames.
Ah, it's like granite. Great. So roll me a d6 for damage, and then add a d4 for the fire as well.
Why do I picture it as being pegged with a dodgeball as a kid?
That's
So,
what
like-
I literally just
that's
said.
Yeah.
what
But like a
I'm sorry, I
dodgeball
couldn't
filled
hear
with
it.
cement.
Oh, I was like, I said a dodgeball.
I
I'll
heard
be honest,
like
I
the
couldn't
voice-
understand a word you said. I'm like,
I
I
couldn't
understood
hear-
it
I'm sorry.
perfectly, and it was a beautiful word picture. You did a great job.
Thank
and I'm
you.
proud
I
of
thought you said gas ball.
me too. I'm like, what is that? I'm gonna
I
roll with
also
it.
heard that. I heard gas bomb.
Well,
Wow.
I do have a speech impediment, so and I rolled a 6 on the die.
Doodle. You do
Yes.
not. You have the
On
most
the
beautiful
D6?
voice in the world.
Thank you. What?
On the d6?
No.
Or
I
total?
rolled Total.
Oh,
It's a 3 and a
okay.
3.
Beautiful.
I will
So, yeah.
try to hang on. I've got some dirt in my mouth, I think. So and I'm better. How's that?
Oh, that's so much
Perfect.
clearer.
Thank you.
World of difference. However, yes, you dodgeball the Wraith in the face, and the fire spreads in this cascade of sparks and embers. And you see it sears the cloak, sears the face, and the Wraith screeches and rails back. And that is your turn, unless you'd like to do anything else, bonus or movement-wise.
Movement wise, can I wrap myself around his legs?
Why not?
The mouse. Great. Because he's going backwards, so I want to wrap around and trip him.
I like it. I do. Great. So yeah, you wrap around. Let's get one more roll for that. Give me a deck to see how well you can finagle that.
Okay.
I like that our comedic side quest is crunchier than our actual game.
Right?
That's absolutely
brand.
not.
How
Yeah,
could you
I
say
rolled
something
a-
so brave and true?
I rolled a 5. So I try to do that, but I am not nearly at full noodle capacity because there is a cement dodgeball.
You can't really
in my
bend around the
stomach.
Beezor.
No, I cannot.
I
I really gotta do something about
You
this.
It's
really
not good.
should.
Great. So as you wrap around, you don't manage to get a full wrap around. You kind of just like
Yeah.
awkwardly bend, and you just start getting trampled a bit by the Wraith underfoot.
Mhm.
However, Sassafras, it's kitty time.
I shall use this time to create some confusion by casting myself a little minor illusion.
Get the fuck out of here.
And Sassafras sort of does a magician's pickpocketing bump up in a chestnut, and then illusory golden acorn comes out, and Sassafras sort of like holds it up as if I've got it, and starts to move away.
Oh,
I would almost
fun.
rather the Wraiths have it.
roll me deception
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay.
Sell that.
What should I add to that? 13. That's with advantage.
That's not bad. Hey, look, they're fucking mice. Like, it doesn't
They're
take
doing
much.
what?
whoa, relax. Okay, so yeah, so tell me how you're selling this this acorn here.
Sassafras is in like the magician acting mode, has to sell this illusion as real. So he's full on protecting it. Like, oh, I finally have it now. The power shall be mine. And is sort of like skimpering off with it.
Beautiful. And the nut wraiths seem to be fairly convinced. Okay, yeah, no, I mean they're buying it. And you see a few of them actually branch off and sort of like break the circle just to chase after you. The lead wraith, however, who's currently trampling Noodle, does not seem as convinced. Sorry, he's getting stomped over there.
Did this to myself, and honestly, it might help.
And Sassafras, is there anything else you want to do there with a bonus action or movement?
Run!
Okay, so you scamper. So you're trying to like lead some of them off of the path,
Yeah.
sort of break them. Yeah, great. So like 3 or 4 of them seem to break off and start following you around the hill. And it is time for the wraiths. So what do we got here? We have a handful of wraiths who are still with the group here, and all. Oh no! Oh boy!
I'm about to be in.
I didn't
Oh,
roll
no,
a
for us
single
or
low
them?
roll.
Oh, us.
Uh-oh.
Great. So a couple of the wraiths go to restrain some of you. Huga, you get grabbed and wrapped around squeak, as one of the wraiths grabs you. Another brings a margarita-scented cocktail umbrella down upon Screech, dealing, well, we don't have HP in this, but we'll say taking away 1 life point out of, I'll have each of you have 5 total.
Good
So
to
dealing 1
know.
point of little damage to you. Another one is gonna go after Noodle to try and get you off the lead one's legs, dealing 1 point of life to you as you get like stabbed and poked at.
They dealt me 1 life. Thank you.
They dealt you 1 life as you feel this daiquiri-scented cocktail umbrella stabbing into your fuzzy belly, occasionally hitting the bee's door and making a solid, almost metallic, like clink. And then finally,
Today we find out how many alcoholic drinks Vince knows.
that's all of them in the blended category, at least. I'm not great with this. Okay, it's all just martinis now. Great. Anyway, the lead wraith, however, proceeds to whoever he thinks most likely actually has the acorn right now.
Certainly
You
not
feel.
me. Can't see me, so.
It
You
must be
feel
me.
his attention reaching out. Oh yeah, so Chestnut, are you disguised right now?
I am covered in leaves because I like poked a bunch of
Right.
leaves and stuff in my spikes, and then I rolled it into a ball and I shoved the acorn in my mouth.
And then Rodney, you're also engaged with these wraiths right now. I think you have the stink of acorn upon you.
Sure.
You're most. Hey, I could have used.
I'm so
so
glad
many
you
other-
didn't.
No,
Sure.
no.
Thank you.
You
You
went the
have
better
the-
way.
You have the smell of the acorn upon you. You're the one who I think he's most likely going to assume has it still, and he approaches you and stabs into you with the cocktail umbrella, and you feel piercing down into your shoulder. The coconut and pineapple flavors sear your flesh. The sheer ice blended power shooting pain through your entire body. You feel this corruption take hold in you, and you take 2 life points off.
What do we have? Hold
5
on, let me
total.
check. 5. Yeah, that's a lot.
However, now it comes down to Screech. And you see Rodney's just been like literally stabbed through with this cocktail umbrella.
Okay. In a normal situation, I would turn around and I would try and fling Chestnut into them, but Chestnut has to protect the nut. So, I'm gonna run.
Thank you for leaning into it.
I'm gonna run right up to one, and I'm gonna get it with my screwdriver.
Roll to attack.
So what would I add as a modifier? And I will be using my first luck point because that was a 1.
You can choose either strength or dex as long as you break that down for me.
Excellent. Well, I have a -4 to strength and a +3 to dex. So I will
Weasel
be
stats.
using dex, please. And that makes it a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hella hits.
So, because I'm just going for a quick jab, I want to kind of like go in nose first and like, pass him around him a
yeah,
little
you
bit.
know. Okay.
Pass him around. They're rats. They're pretty small, right?
They're mice, yeah. I mean, they're roughly weasel sized, like several of you.
Okay.
Sassafras is the biggest thing here by a long shot.
Excuse you.
I think we've
Ludo,
established you're both big and old as shit.
So, depending then on
Ludo is
how
big.
much damage this screwdriver does, I want to try and go pick and like kebab one.
You can roll me a d6 and find out.
All right. That is a 4.
Wonderful. So yeah, you're trying to skewer a nut wraith. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I'd say you're not gonna kill this mouse. However, you can certainly you rolled quite high on your attack. You can get an angle on it, so you can kind of hoist it with the screwdriver if you'd like.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll just hold it there for the next person to come and help.
Just gonna keep it up
I
here.
didn't really think it through very well. Help.
Having like a dirty dancing moment.
I don't fight very often.
Beautiful. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, there you go. That's what you're doing. And then Chestnut, you who bears the acorn in your little leafed ball, what's your plan?
Just be so easy to just crunch this acorn right now.
You can try.
I'm gonna roll to see how well I can stand up to the fact that I'm tempted.
Crunch me, Chestnut.
That's a 9.
Crunch the acorn.
Conchitize me, Chestnut.
I see you.
Oh.
This is a nut to nut discussion, and I'm here
Nut
for
to
it.
nut. Are you gonna munch or?
I guess I'm gonna munch.
Squad.
She said with such introspection. I guess I'll
Really,
munch.
that's like, what else am I here to do but just like snack? You
I mean,
know?
roll for munch, and good luck.
That's how I die. 10. Well, I don't know, plus what? I don't know, I rolled a 10 on the die.
I mean, munching's what you do. Let's say that ends up being a 12. Okay, that's enough to not perish. However, as you crunch down on the nut, you hearken back to the Council of Eldorat when it was attempted to harm the nut already and did absolutely nothing to it. And as you bite down now, you realize you feel a tooth crack. One of your favorite munching teeth has just developed a hairline fracture. And you take 1 life point off for having bitten the acorn.
First of all, now I'm mad.
I think the pets have dental.
Yeah, probably. Hey, Noodle, can you fix that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna like poke like an eyeball out of my ball. I like
I'm picturing that
Defensive.
right now.
just like uncurl a little bit and look around. Is there something around me that I can spike?
I mean, there are certainly wraiths within distance. You see right now Sassafras doing loops around the hilltop being chased by 4 wraiths. You see one with its sword literally like sticking through Rodney. Screech
Yeah.
is holding one wraith above her head, just like hanging out. Noodle's been trampled into the dirt a little bit, and Hooga's patiently waiting her turn.
I'm grappled,
She
patiently
is
waiting my
grappled.
turn.
She is grappled.
dear.
It's
Well,
true.
Between the one who's being trampled and the one who's being skewered, which is there one who is closer to me that I can try and spike to help them?
I'd say you can pick either one.
Rodney looks slightly more dire. I'm gonna
Just laying there
just like
screaming, smelling of coconuts and fruity.
there better be snacks over there. It smells like it
Happy
might be
Pride.
food. I'm gonna just like
Don't you dare.
I'm just gonna roll myself over and like just cannonball into the stabby wraith.
Okay, roll me dex for that, like that Sonic the Hedgehogging.
That's a 4.
Gotta go fast.
Do you want
Um,
luck point?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a luck point and a different D20. That's a 5.
Do you want to use another luck point?
That would be my last luck point.
And it's only episode 2.
No, I feel like I should wait.
Okay, so
Can I just go rolling off a hill?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Chestnut's just careening off the side of the hill.
Mission
And I feel like
accomplished.
you see her like rev this shit up. Like she's so ready. She like winds those springs up, snaps into a ball, and you see her just careen off the side of the hilltop into the night. And there goes the nut with her as well. Like it's just gone.
Or do I have it? Ooh.
Oh. And finally, Huga, you see the wraith who is currently binding you is now becoming a bit distracted by reason of all of his buddies getting skewered and led about the hilltop. It's all getting very chaotic up here. What would you like to do?
It's a little mouse, right?
It's a mouse, yeah.
Cool. I would like to flex what my attack is because I use the goat stats.
Yeah.
I would like to
flex.
just start running towards the closest tree.
Just like hoist the
for a
mouse and just take off.
Yeah, as a charge attack, and then I'm gonna run up the tree and suplex the
Oh
mouse
my god.
with my ram attack with just my whole body.
Let's do it. Roll that.
Sweet. And I just want to lean down and say, as I take off, I'm squishy on the inside, and you're gonna be too in a second. All right, 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. Describe that mighty suplex, that stuffy suplex.
Stuffy suplex. And I run up the tree, and it's like squeak, squeak, squeak. It's not cool. And then she like runs up the tree and does that cool flip and makes sure the little mouse is like behind her and just lands straight on. Oh, I want to add, I use my little carrot to like hold the mouse to me. Like, you don't get to leave. We're doing this now. You're stuck here with me.
Oh,
And I
geez.
hold it.
Squirming.
Yeah.
Give him the trunk. As you drop that suplex on that poor little mouse and you feel it squish beneath you, this is
poor
this
little
is,
nut wraith.
Right.
sorry,
Poor
yes, this
little
little
nut
nut wraith. Roll me, because that was so fun. Roll me a d6 and a d4 for some bonus damage in there.
Ooh, thank you. Ooh. That's a lot of ones
And
on
also
the
because we're
dice.
fucking this up real bad.
7 points.
7 points down. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you feel the wraith crush beneath you. Just the weight of your stuffiness compacting this tiny mouse body, and you hear a little bit of crunching in there, and the screech. Then the mouse is still twitching and like clambering around alive, but boy, did you made its inside soft. There's no question about that.
We are the same now. And I just like kind of mush around on it.
Oh, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
You do feel the back of your fabric moistening slightly.
Ew!
It's squeaking too, but it feels
Hey.
like a different kind of
They're
squeak.
like ghosts.
At least Vince has not referred to a bezoar inside of you multiple times.
Hey, you did that. You made
It'll
that.
pass.
Yes, but I didn't name it, and I had to Google it in the middle of this episode, and I'm really unhappy now. I was just saying I had to just take a little potty break, but now I have this like cement rock in my
This
body.
blockage, this horrible intestinal
Don't say
blockage.
blockage. It's gross.
But if anybody gets poisoned, we're able to get it out. It's a great antidote.
Yeah, you
There's
gotta pull out a
apparently-
noodle and
it-
feed it to the other one.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Let's
it
all
used
play
to
past
be
the Bezoar.
people
Anyway.
sold it as cures for poisons. It's so weird.
It's good for that.
It's true.
In Harry Potter.
I am a
Uh,
cleric.
Anyway, as all this calamity is unfolding, suddenly you all hear a whooshing sound, and another cloaked figure descends upon the group, torch in hand. He waves it about, throwing fire around, and the remaining nut wraiths who are still fighting finally do disperse. Dropping the hood, you see it's Elder Rat.
Oh my gosh!
You were strong?
I don't have a lot of object permanence and I forgot you existed.
My God.
Is your nickname Aracorn? By any
No, the
chance?
acorns and chestnuts.
No, but I love the ring of it. I'll take it. Is the acorn safe? Where is it?
And you
It was
all
with-
realize Chestnut's not here.
Which chestnut?
Our queen.
It's here in my pocket. No, just
No.
kidding. Poop.
Oh,
Oh, I love a good trick. Oh, bravo.
Thank you.
So
wait,
Chestnut,
but can I try to sniff out chestnut?
yeah, so you launched yourself, Chestnut, off the top of the hill and you tumbled down into the plain. What are you up to down there now?
Yellow!
YOLO!
You swallowed the acorn.
I might have.
Compared to your head, it's like this big.
That's
Oh,
true.
it's a giant acorn. It's like, I'm a hedgehog. It's an acorn. I could have just. Big acorn.
Big.
And so you
But I
hear your
can't.
friends shouting for you from the hilltop there. What do you do?
Is there anybody around me? Am I in imminent danger?
I mean, you see what appear to be silhouettes of nut wraiths in the darkness.
I'm gonna like try very quietly, although there's a noise trap somewhere, so I'm gonna try and avoid it and try and like creep back up to the top of the hill.
And so you slowly make your way gradually up the top. And as you do so, Rodney Eldorat leans over you and examines your wound, looking at it just festering.
Oh, the nut wraith's corruption has taken hold. Rodney.
I feel
Wait,
tropical. I feel like it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
no,
I'm
don't say
afraid,
that.
Rodney, that you will bear this mark for the rest of your life. Oh, it
No,
smells quite
Rodney.
nice, though.
Don't tell time. Just pretend it doesn't exist.
I feel like getting caught in the rain.
I'm afraid, my friends, we must be off. The wraiths may have been scared off now, but they will return. We must make for the mountains. The journey is perilous, but the path underneath them is far more dangerous. The
Then
reptile.
let's not go that way.
We could. The
Yeah, we could-
reptiles, they were nice. They're good people.
Oh, the
I
reptiles.
mean, Rodney's good
the
people. Aren't you
moles.
technically a reptile?
What is a dragon?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
super.
are dragons reptiles?
I suppose they
They're
would be, yes.
knights, as far as I know.
Oh.
But no, I would not delve through Molria unless I had no other choice.
Did you just say Moria? I love
And
you.
tune in next week as we continue our adventure, a very pet adventure, the Cooperative of the Acorn. See you all then.
Bye.